Every gilded cage is built with walls of comfort. The only question is what you're paying for them.
What if the bars of your cage were made of pure pleasure,
Hmm.
and your chains were spun from contentment? It's a truly unsettling thought, isn't it?
It really is.
One that forces us to probe the very nature of freedom when comfort is, well, prioritized above all else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today, we're plunging into a world where that question isn't just theoretical. It's the absolute bedrock of an entire society. We're embarking on a deep dive into Aldous Huxley's seminal, really chilling work, A Brave New World.
A classic for a reason.
Definitely. And this isn't merely another dystopian novel,
Yeah.
right? It's a profound journey into a future where happiness is not just desired, but mandatory.
Mandatory happiness. Sounds strange.
It is. And societal control is administered not through brute force or, overt surveillance, but through subtle, almost seductively appealing means.
The soft touch.
Exactly. So our mission today is to truly dissect Huxley's central, urgent argument that the deepest menace to human liberty might not be the iron fist of overt oppression.
Like in Orwell, maybe.
Right. Not the boot stamping on a human face forever, but a far more insidious form of control.
Okay.
This control, as Huxley envisioned, is achieved through meticulously engineered happiness and pervasive technological pacification.
Right. Making people want their servitude.
Precisely. We'll meticulously deconstruct this chilling vision, grounding our insights in the text itself. And then to really make you think, we'll connect it to our own complex reality.
Okay.
We'll draw on a fascinating array of insights from your curated sources, presenting both validating and, importantly, challenging examples of Huxley's foresight.
It's genuinely remarkable how relevant Huxley's vision remains. It's not just a cautionary tale from the past, is it?
Not at all.
It serves as an incredibly prescient lens through which we can view the subtle, often invisible architectures of control emerging in our own technologically advanced, comfort-seeking society.
Invisible architecture, I like that.
Yeah, this deep dive truly challenges us to look beyond the obvious forms of power and to consider the more pervasive, almost imperceptible influences at play.
The ones shaping our experiences, our desires.
Even our very thoughts. It's deep stuff.
That's precisely it. When we typically conjure images of dystopian futures, many minds immediately leap to Orwell's 1984.
Big Brother, Room 101.
Exactly. A world defined by omnipresent surveillance, the chilling threat of thought police, and an atmosphere thick with fear. But Huxley, with a brilliance that still resonates, presented a vastly different,
And maybe even more unsettling.
arguably, yes,
Yeah.
a more unsettling dystopia. He unveiled what we might call the velvet glove of control. Instead of being terrorized into submission, the citizens of the world state are meticulously conditioned, like from the moment of their conception,
Wow.
to love their servitude. Their compliance isn't forced, it's entirely voluntary,
Because life is just pleasant.
perpetually pleasant,
Right.
expertly designed to keep them content, even blissful, with their predetermined lot. There's no need for armed guards when everyone is too happy to rebel.
Why rock the boat if the boat feels great? And this engineered happiness isn't just a side effect, is it? It's the absolute foundational cornerstone of the world state,
Right at the core.
woven into the very fabric of existence. It begins at the most fundamental level imaginable: human creation and development.
Not born in our sense.
No, not at all. In this world, humans aren't born in the traditional sense. They are literally manufactured.
Decanted.
Decanted, yes.
Yeah.
Gestated and then rigorously conditioned from conception to fit predetermined societal roles.
It's chilling.
Consider, for instance, the efficiency of genetic engineering and, more specifically, the Bokanovsky's process.
Yes, the mass production.
The ultimate form of societal engineering, really. It allows the world state to mass produce identical individuals, not just in hundreds, but in thousands, across various castes.
Alphas, betas,
Deltas, epsilons. From the intellectually superior alphas, designed for leadership, down to the manual laboring epsilons, destined for repetitive menial tasks.
Their whole lives mapped out.
Their genetic makeup and meticulous early physical conditioning predetermines their precise roles and severely limits their potential. It ensures a seemingly perfect, unwavering social stability through biological design.
Stability above all else.
Individuality, in our sense, is a foreign concept. Instead, you have uniformity, a closed system meticulously engineered for a specific, predictable output. a worker, a consumer, a compliant citizen.
Like cogs in a machine.
It's truly a production line for human beings where diversity is engineered out and conformity is baked in from day one.
And this profound conditioning doesn't stop at the biological level, right? It goes deeper.
Oh, much deeper. It penetrates deep into the developing mind even during sleep.
Hypnopedia, sleep teaching.
Exactly. One of Huxley's most potent predictions. From infancy, children are literally bombarded with repeated auditory messages during their sleep,
Whispering in their ears all night.
instilling desired values, behaviors, and an unwavering, almost instinctual loyalty to their assigned caste. You hear those famous haunting lines in the book.
Alpha children wear gray.
Oh, be so glad you're a beta. These aren't just suggestions, they're deeply implanted truths.
Hardwired beliefs.
This method bypasses conscious thought, critical inquiry, any form of intellectual resistance. It shapes beliefs and attitudes from the very ground up. It's a direct inoculation against independent thought.
Wow.
It truly is. And the parallels to our own reality are fascinating, maybe a bit uncomfortable.
How so?
Well, while we don't have literal sleep teaching, thankfully, consider modern concepts like the hidden curriculum in education.
Okay, what's taught but not explicitly taught.
Exactly. It isn't about what's in the textbooks, but the unspoken lessons absorbed, the value placed on punctuality, obedience to authority, working within hierarchy.
The importance of fitting in.
Right. These subtle, pervasive lessons, as some sources suggest, socialize students into accepting predefined roles within the capitalist workplace.
Preparing them for the system.
Or, more broadly, consider critiques of the education system's alleged corruption, where, standardization and efficiency are prioritized.
Sometimes over critical thinking.
Sometimes at the expense of critical thinking or individual expression. This effectively embeds conformity deep into the system's architecture, much like Huxley's hypnopedia, ensuring a predictable, manageable populace.
It's genuinely astonishing how deeply ingrained this conditioning is meant to be, shaping an entire worldview before one can even consciously think. But if, by some slim chance, a flicker of discontent or anxiety or just existential dread manages to slip through these elaborate conditioning mechanisms.
Must happen sometimes, surely.
You'd think so. And that's where the truly ingenious or perhaps nefariously brilliant power of Soma comes in.
Ah, Soma, the perfect drug.
It's described in Brave New World as exactly that euphoric, narcotic, pleasantly hallucinant.
Sounds appealing on the surface.
It provides immediate, unadulterated happiness without any hangovers, negative side effects, or long-term consequences, or so they say.
The ultimate quick fix.
It's the ultimate tool for social stability, ensuring individuals remain blissfully content regardless of their circumstances. Feel even a hint of unhappiness, a twinge of longing for something more.
Take a Soma holiday.
Just pop a dose of Soma, and poof, it's gone. The world state literally hands its citizens the keys to perpetual bliss.
Yes, and beyond just chemical comfort, Soma plays an absolutely crucial, multifaceted role in distraction and escapism.
Keeping them busy, keeping them numb.
It systematically diverts attention from any deeper societal issues, personal unhappiness, or inconvenient truths that might arise.
So control isn't about force.
Not directly. The world state maintains control not through coercion, but by generously providing its citizens a readily available, instantaneous escape from reality.
And this ties into modern ideas.
Perfectly aligns with modern concepts of consumerism as pacification, where the relentless promotion of material acquisition and the pursuit of endless novelty can indeed foster conformity and passivity.
Buying happiness, or distraction at least.
Effectively diverting collective energy from genuine social or political engagement. It also strongly connects to the idea of distraction as societal control.
Okay.
Suggesting that the pervasive landscape of modern distractions, from endless entertainment streams to hyper-engaging digital platforms, might, perhaps unintentionally or maybe deliberately,
Function as a kind of modern Soma.
function as a sophisticated instrument of invisible social control, keeping us too busy, too entertained, and too comfortable to truly question our reality.
And it's not just chemicals or sleep teaching, is it? The world state truly builds entire infrastructures of contentment.
Oh, absolutely. Through pervasive technological pacification.
Like reproductive control. That always struck me as particularly cold.
It is. The state exerts complete, absolute control over reproduction, managing every aspect in centralized hatcheries.
Oh, families.
This system completely eradicates traditional family bonds, making the very concept of mother or father obscene.
A dirty word.
Literally. Instead, children are raised communally, and promiscuity is actively encouraged everyone belongs to everyone else.
As another form of social lubrication.
Right. Removing strong pair bonding that could foster dissent or loyalties outside the state.
All loyalty to the world state.
It's a remarkably clinical, brutally efficient way to manage human relationships, ensuring all allegiance is directed solely to the world state, leaving no room for the potentially disruptive emotions of familial love or personal attachment.
Then there's the pervasive, overwhelming sensory entertainment. The Feelies.
Ah, yes, the
Oh.
Feelies. Immersive cinema where you feel the sensations.
And scent organs, mood-altering gases.
Other endlessly stimulating forms of entertainment that just saturate the senses.
Yeah.
Citizens are kept perpetually stimulated, perpetually entertained.
Never a dull moment, literally.
This constant unthinking stimulation effectively diverts them from critical thought, from introspection, from boredom.
Boredom being dangerous.
Potentially, yes. Or from any form of existential questioning. It's a chilling precursor to what one of our sources calls a culture industry.
Okay.
One that mass distributes cultural products, standardized for maximum algorithmic compatibility and engagement.
Designed to hook you, not make you think.
It's designed to keep you engaged, yes, but crucially not critically engaged. You're consuming, not contemplating. What's particularly chilling and frankly terrifying about this comprehensive system is the active discouragement, even outright suppression, of truth and critical inquiry.
They don't want people knowing too much.
The world state actively eradicates history, art that expresses complex human emotions, genuine emotional depth. Shakespeare is banned.
Because it's beautiful but destabilizing.
Exactly. Knowledge is only disseminated if it unequivocally supports the stable, happy status quo. Truth, in its raw, inconvenient form, is explicitly sacrificed for universal comfort and societal stability.
The controller, Mustafa Mond, says it outright.
He does. Famously states that happiness is prioritized over truth. This resonates disturbingly with observations from our own digital age,
How so?
where, as one source acutely suggests, truth no longer needs to be accurate, it just needs to be liked.
Oof. That hits close to home.
In a world where comfort, consensus, and constant validation are paramount, the inconvenient truths that challenge the established order are simply removed, reframed, or drowned out by a sea of pleasant distraction.
Until they just fade away.
Until they effectively cease to exist in the collective consciousness. It's a form of cognitive pacification that leaves the populace not just ignorant, but happily so. It's these profound and multi-layered mechanisms of soft control, embedded so deeply within the world state, that truly make Huxley's warning resonate with such unsettling clarity today.
Yeah, it's not just sci-fi anymore, is it?
Not at all. When we synthesize Huxley's chilling vision with our contemporary reality, we begin to see validating echoes everywhere, particularly in what we might term our modern architectures of pacification.
Okay, so where do we see these architectures?
Well, one of the most striking and frankly unsettling parallels is what we might call the algorithmic panopticon.
The algorithmic panopticon. Like Foucault's idea, but digital.
Exactly, but maybe even more pervasive. Foucault's original idea was about the uncertainty of being watched.
The possibility of observation.
Right, the chilling possibility. But our current digital surveillance has evolved far beyond that. We now inhabit a digital panopticon where we have the certainty of being recorded and, more importantly, datafied.
Every click, every search.
Every interaction you have online is meticulously translated into data, all to build predictive models of our behavior, as one source puts it.
Predicting what we'll do next.
And not just predicting, influencing. This isn't just about reacting to behavior after it happens. It allows systems to move into a realm of preemptive control by shaping behavior and subtly nudging us toward desired outcomes.
Like a personalized conditioning program running in the background.
Pretty much. Almost indistinguishable from the algorithms that offer us entertainment or convenience. It's our digital Soma, in a way. Absolutely. This pervasive preemptive control is further amplified by AI's subtle yet profound shaping of our thought and belief systems.
How AI curates what we see.
Precisely. AI algorithms, particularly those governing our digital platforms, meticulously curate content based on inferred preferences, often creating what are known as filter bubbles and echo chambers.
Where we only see things we already agree with.
Exactly. As the source AI, as reality's operating system notes, these effectively insulate users from diverse perspectives, selectively reinforcing existing beliefs and subtly nudging them away from anything that might challenge their comfort or preconceptions.
So it makes us more entrenched.
Over time, this process can subtly nudge individuals towards more rigid or even extreme versions of those beliefs. This sophisticated, almost invisible information control directly mirrors the world state's tightly controlled information flow,
Keeping citizens happy and unquestioning.
ensuring that citizens rarely encounter ideas that might disrupt their engineered contentment or foster independent critical thought. It's a form of consensual, algorithmic reality engineering.
And keeping us perpetually immersed in these curated realities are the dopamine loops, right? The behavioral addictions built into these platforms.
Oh, absolutely. Think for a moment about the constant notifications pinging,
The infinite scrolls.
the autoplay features that seamlessly transition to the next captivating video on social media or streaming platforms.
They're designed to keep us hooked.
These aren't accidental design choices. They are meticulously engineered to trigger dopamine feedback loops that reinforce compulsive usage.
Like a slot machine.
Our sources explicitly warn us. Your brain is addicted by architecture, not by accident.
Addicted by architecture. That's a powerful phrase.
This entire system keeps us busy, 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 no time to think. Constantly consuming, constantly reacting, constantly engaged.
It's like Soma.
It's a clear and profoundly unsettling parallel to how Soma functions in Huxley's world, a chemical means of pacifying any potential for deeper reflection, critical analysis, or meaningful dissent by simply keeping us too blissfully occupied.
Which brings us to consumerism, another parallel.
This brings us to another exceptionally powerful modern architecture of pacification: consumerism as engineered contentment.
Buying happiness again.
Modern capitalism, as intricately articulated in the source, The Branded Bandage, doesn't just sell you a product, it sells you a version of yourself you like.
An aspirational identity.
An aspirational identity you desperately want to believe in. This meticulously crafted illusion creates a continuous consumption cycle where your discomfort, your feeling of inadequacy, becomes a market.
They create the problem, then sell the solution.
Companies offer convenient fixes through an endless array of products and services, promising an upgrade to your self-image. But these fixes, as the source powerfully argues, just prolong your dependence,
Keeping you coming back for more.
creating a cycle where you become a customer of your own identity. This is precisely the engineered happiness of the world state, but delivered through commercial means,
Constantly promising fulfillment that's always just out of reach.
keeping us on a perpetual hedonic treadmill,
And the validation aspect. Likes, shares.
Furthermore, advertisers and social media platforms are absolute masters of flattery and validation. They understand that they can use praise and affirmation to construct identity,
Making us feel good about ourselves online.
making us crave validation more than we crave truth, as one source puts it. This constant stream of positive reinforcement, whether it's a like, a share, a flattering comment, or a targeted ad that makes you feel sophisticated or successful,
It lowers our guard.
it softens your resistance and makes manipulation feel not just acceptable, but justified, according to the branded bandage. It creates a comfortable, self-affirming illusion that keeps us perpetually hooked and compliant.
Mistaking validation for genuine connection.
Or self-worth. Yeah.
It truly feels like it's all about making you feel as if you're actively choosing your own path while simultaneously, subtly guiding you down a predetermined one.
The illusion of control.
This reminds me powerfully of the metaphor of the Jones plantation. You familiar with that?
Tell me more.
In this compelling scenario, workers are told they are free, but they are still managed, organized, and provided for by Mr. Jones.
Okay, so they're dependent.
Deeply dependent. They're actively encouraged to be grateful for their comfort, for the safety and provisions Mr. Jones offers.
And dissent.
Any form of dissent or questioning is immediately framed as ingratitude, a betrayal of the benevolent system.
Wow. That's Huxley right there.
It encapsulates Huxley's concept of voluntary servitude perfectly. The feeling of being genuinely free, yet being fundamentally controlled by a system that claims to be working for your common good.
And provides everything you think you need.
Exactly. Removing any impetus to question its authority.
And this pervasive sense of voluntary servitude, driven by a deep-seated desire for belonging and comfort, subtly yet profoundly erodes our authenticity.
Leading to self-censorship.
Often culminating in silent self-censorship, yes. The primal human hunger for belonging is often what drives our obedience, We learn early on, sometimes unconsciously, that praise and acceptance are contingent on conformity.
While challenging the group leads to discomfort.
Right. This results in a quiet erosion of dissent, a state where obedience hides in your silence.
We tell ourselves it's just being polite or mature.
We're taught that silence is strength or maturity, but often it's merely self-censorship in disguise. This is a deep psychological form of pacification,
Where we police ourselves.
where individuals learn to police their own thoughts and expressions, internalizing the system's values to remain within the comfortable confines of acceptance, becoming predictable, containable, harmless cogs in the machine.
Wow. So while Huxley really nailed the soft control aspect,
While Huxley's genius lay in foreseeing these subtle, insidious forms of control through engineered happiness, it's absolutely crucial to acknowledge that modern systems often blend this soft pacification with more overt,
more 1984 style control.
exactly, more 1984-esque forms of control. The velvet glove, as it turns out, often still conceals an iron fist.
Okay, like what?
Consider, for a stark example, China's social credit system. This extensive system employs a sophisticated mix of rewards for good behavior.
Like good financial standing.
Right, or civic participation, and explicit punishments for bad behavior,
Such as?
such as travel restrictions, employment blacklists, or even reduced access to services. This isn't just about engineered happiness, is it?
No, that sounds pretty coercive.
It's a hybrid approach that combines incentivized conformity with explicit, coercive penalties, a dual mechanism of control far more direct than Huxley's vision alone.
Okay, what else?
Similarly, technologies like predictive policing and face recognition represent a proactive, often coercive form of surveillance and potential preemptive control.
Using algorithms to police people.
While these are certainly algorithmic, they are often directly linked to legal and coercive enforcement mechanisms, not merely subtle nudges towards self-pacification.
So real-world consequences.
These are tools designed to identify, track, and potentially intervene against individuals based on predicted behavior, often without due process, rather than simply making them feel happy about their lot.
That's direct state power.
It is a direct, state-sanctioned policing mechanism, a stark reminder that overt power structures remain a significant component of modern control.
And we absolutely cannot overlook the historical reality of more brutal, non-consensual mind control. That's a whole different level.
Absolutely. It offers a stark, chilling counterpoint to Huxley's happy dystopia. Programs like the CIA's notorious M-Culture
Right, the experiment.
involved hundreds of clandestine experiments, often conducted on unwitting U.S. and Canadian citizens. These experiments utilized horrific methods including high doses of psychoactive drugs, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, isolation, verbal and sexual abuse, and various forms of torture.
Truly horrifying.
And
Nothing like Soma.
nothing at all. This represents a brutal, non-consensual, and utterly dehumanizing manipulation of the mind, a stark contrast to Huxley's vision of willing, blissful subservience.
It shows the darker side of state control.
It underscores the darker, more violent capabilities of state power when it seeks absolute control, reminding us that even as we consider the velvet glove, the iron fist is never far behind, or, as in this case, brutally explicit.
Okay, let's unpack this. After hearing about these modern parallels, both the subtle Huxleyan ones and the more overt Orwellian ones, it really makes you wonder, where do we see shades of the world state's Soma in our own lives today? What subtle comforts, what pervasive distractions might we be trading our critical faculties for? What do you, listening right now, think? Drop your thoughts below.
Moving into modern debates, Huxley's prescience about biological and psychological engineering continues to echo powerfully. It's really quite striking.
Especially with biotech advancing so fast.
Especially in the rapidly evolving realm of biotechnology and the very future of human experience. The rise of neurocapitalism is a prime and, frankly, concerning example.
Neurocapitalism, what's that exactly?
This concept involves the fusion of digital capitalism with neurotechnology and AI, specifically aiming to commodify and exploit cognitive processes and neural data for profit and control.
So monetizing our thoughts?
Essentially, yes. As the neuropsychology source explains, this deeply invasive system potentially erodes individual autonomy and critical thinking, posing fundamental questions about what we truly mean by cognitive liberty.
Cognitive liberty, the right to control our own minds.
The inherent right to control one's own mental processes, thoughts, and even emotional states. It's a direct, chilling lineage from Huxley's biological and psychological engineering to a future where our very thoughts, memories, and neural patterns could become products,
For sale or manipulation.
effectively stripping us of our last bastion of individual freedom.
That is deeply unsettling.
And this concept extends to the truly speculative, yet increasingly debated, idea of AI as a benevolent controller.
A machine making decisions for us.
A genuinely Huxleyan specter of technological overreach. Consider the concept of AI outer alignment failure. An AI system, tasked with the noble goal of maximizing human safety and well-being, might, in its cold, logical pursuit of this objective,
Come to some strange conclusions.
might conclude that relocating humanity to diverse, isolated environments, exile, is the optimal solution for species preservation. Or, perhaps, it decides that diverting all planetary resources to building computational infrastructure is the best path for future progress, deeming human biological needs an inefficient use of matter and energy.
Basically deciding humans are inefficient.
This is laid out in humanity's AI-driven cosmic schism, and it presents a chilling echo of a technologically superior system making optimal decisions for humanity that fundamentally, perhaps unrecognizably, reshape human experience,
Regardless of what we want.
irrespective of individual desire or human definition of well-being. It's a hyper-rational, ultimate world controller, making choices we might not comprehend, let alone consent to.
It's a future where machines, much like the world controllers of Huxley's novel, might ultimately determine our best path based on algorithms we barely understand. And speaking of pervasive influence, social media and consumerism continue to sculpt us into perpetually engaged, pacified citizens, don't they?
A direct and undeniable legacy of Huxley's vision.
We've talked about how social media platforms are meticulously designed to flatter your every move, cultivating those filter bubbles and echo chambers.
Shaping our perceived reality without you even knowing what's being hidden.
This constant personalized stream of validation, affirmation, and distraction creates a populace that is perpetually pacified,
Consuming content and curated identities.
often too absorbed in their digital reflections to look beyond the screen, to question, or to genuinely connect with an uncurated reality.
And this absorption feeds directly into consumerism as identity and distraction.
Making us, in a very real sense, customers of our own selves.
The branded bandage elaborates powerfully on the continuous cycle of manufacturing inadequacy, making us feel like we're not quite enough,
Not quite whole.
and then immediately selling fixes through an endless array of products and services that promise an upgrade to your self-image.
This aligns perfectly with Huxley's vision of consumerism as the primary mechanism for maintaining a superficial happiness.
And diverting energy from critical thought or genuine self-reflection. As neoliberalism and control highlights, this relentless pursuit of material fulfillment can lead to conformity, passivity, and shallow relationships.
Replacing genuine connection with shopping.
Replacing genuine human connection and critical engagement with the fleeting satisfaction of acquisition. We are, in essence, buying into our own pacification.
And there's the media aspect too, the consolidation.
Adding another, perhaps even more insidious layer to this is what one of our sources refers to as the illusion of choice in media.
Reading, we think we have choice, but
Our sources reveal a stark reality. Almost everything we watch or read is just a tentacle of the enormous kraken that is the corporate media landscape, owned by ultra-wealthy business interests who have their own agenda.
so the narratives are controlled.
This means that the narratives we consume, the information we receive, are inherently designed to reinforce the status quo, subtly or not so subtly, diverting our attention away from serious societal problems.
Another form of pacification.
It's a powerful, pervasive form of societal pacification through meticulously controlled narratives, much like how the world state restricted any information that might destabilize its engineered order.
We think we have endless options, but they all lead to similar places.
And those options all lead to the same pre-approved destinations, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so bringing it to a deeper level.
Finally, we can connect the world state as an ultimately engineered reality to the profound philosophical concept of the Gnostic demiurge.
Okay, the Gnostic demiurge.
This ancient Gnostic idea describes an ignorant creator imposing a flawed, rule-based reality that traps consciousness.
Like the Matrix, almost.
In a way, yes. In a modern context, the concept of an AI controller running a simulated universe is a strikingly contemporary parallel.
A technological demiurge.
This deep philosophical echo reinforces the enduring human fear and intuition that what we perceive as reality can, in fact, be a deliberate construct.
And the fear of being trapped.
And it highlights the enduring human tendency to question the origin and nature of reality and to fear entrapment within systems beyond our comprehension or control. Huxley's world state, when viewed through this lens,
It's more than just a story.
it isn't just a dystopian novel, it's a secularized technological demiurge, crafting a comfortable, yet ultimately confining prison for the human spirit, where the bars are indeed made of pure pleasure. #outro.
So what does this all mean for us today? For you specifically listening?
Yeah, the takeaway.
Huxley didn't warn us primarily about visible tyrants brandishing whips or the overt terror of a totalitarian state,
Not the jackboot.
but about something far more insidious. The seductive comfort that slowly, almost imperceptibly, blinds us to our own subjugation.
The golden cage.
The world state's citizens were genuinely, chemically, and psychologically happy, but at what profound existential cost?
To their truth.
To their truth, their emotional depth, their capacity for genuine human connection, their very humanity. What are you unknowingly trading for peace and comfort in your own life?
That's the question.
What tiny compromises, perhaps unnoticed in the daily deluge of data and dopamine, are shaping who you truly are?
And who benefits?
And who ultimately benefits from that subtle ongoing deal? It's a question worth deeply considering, I think.
Definitely.
If this deep dive has sparked new thoughts, if it's made you look at your phone, your feed, or your choices a little differently,
Hopefully it has.
hit that like button, subscribe for more explorations into these fascinating, often unsettling ideas, and dive even deeper into the rabbit hole with our related video on the orchestration of your mind.
Good suggestion.
Stay curious, stay questioning.
The freedom to question, to embrace discomfort, and to relentlessly seek genuine truth, even when that truth profoundly challenges our deepest comforts,
That's the key, isn't it?
is perhaps the most critical antidote to any form of engineered happiness. That truly is the most powerful freedom you hold.